That's really nice. Wow. Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're reacting to some more Genshin Impact. And we get lots of requests for lots of Genshin Impact songs. And today we're going to be reacting to a song, and I apologize if I've mispronounced it, but the Forest of Jinana and Vidya. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so this was a request. This was requested in the comments, so please make sure you whack your requests down in the comments too. What we'll do is we'll start playing it. We'll go back and forward and we'll analyze it a bit before we go into the reaction. No, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd appreciate that very, very much. But having said all of that, let's get into the reaction and let's get started, shall we? Let's react to the Forest of Jinana and Vidya in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. That's been a minute, so we're going to stop there. That is very, very obvious as to what part of the world they have taken as inspiration for the Forest of Jinana and Vidya. And obviously, it's a very huge South Asian kind of Indian influence on this. With the rhythm, obviously, with the instruments and the sitars and everything like that, is very much, you know, that kind of Indian style or South Asian style of music, which is very, very cool. And I like when fantasy games bring in like other world genres of music and don't just stick with you know, orchestration. I think it sounds really, really cool. Let's go back over that minute and talk about some things. I like how you can hear like the strings being plucked, you know, by the fingers in the recording. It's that clear, and just to have that kind of melody line with the strings as well, it really does give it that bit of kind of flavor and spice to it, and that attitude towards it as well. It's a really kind of like really nice opening to the song. Now, I really like how it uses orchestration in this because of the strings and particularly the cellos, keeping that through line of the beat underneath, the dun 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 dun, just underneath it, just to keep that tension, to keep that rhythm going, and it allows all the other instruments and all the particular instruments that are used. Well, it allows the other instruments to be part of the melody line, to be on top of it, to have more of a showcase towards it, and it's really cool, really, really cool. And that sounds like that's kind of like flute sound, but it sounds like a wood flute or like something like that, like a pan flute. So it gives it more of that. I suppose in a forest setting, maybe you want more of that kind of the wooden sound to it as well. So that's kind of nice choice. I will just say before we carry on, this is an amazing melody line. It's really, really cool, and I just like the percussion as well. Obviously, it's not just the typical drum kit that they're using, which really, really adds to it. It's really, really cool. Right, let's talk about that last bit again. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Which was about here. Let's just go straight to it again. We spoke about this bit. I think this like motif, which they've kind of using as like the hook of the song, that melody line. It's real. It's fucking. I swore. Oh my goodness. It's great. It sounds really, really cool, and it's very, very catchy. But to have that as the motif that you land on is great because it's got that pace to it as well, and it keeps that kind of beat and that vibe throughout it. But let's keep going. Then they add the flutes in, and then you get this kind of low hum underneath as well. It adds that atmosphere. Then it elevates with the strings taking over of the melody line as well, and now it's kind of really pushed up. It's building. Oh. That's really nice. Wow. Chords. Wow, that whole section was great. That whole section was great. There is something I could, yeah, the most replayed part is that last 30 seconds. I completely understand why, because it's my favorite part of the song as well. But we will get to that, and I do have something interesting to say, or hopefully interesting to say about that when we get there. But let's go back to 2 minute 2. Let's go. Now, what I wanted to say about this is I really like, and this keeps in authenticity to, you know, where they're basing the music from, which that's South Asian type of music, which is the relentlessness of it. You know, that constant like push, 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 push. And I mean relentlessness in a very, very positive way. How the beat is just constant and the flow is there. And it's just very, very like very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Now, I'll let this play, and then we'll speak about it. All right, let's stop there. And then we'll play it to the end afterwards. But what I find really interesting about this blend here, and I don't know if you will agree, but it obviously when the more typical orchestra comes in and starts playing, it sounds, you know, far more, instead of the classical music, European influence. But it still has that kind of Far Eastern sort of melody lines in there. And then it kind of, that blend sounds very like Eastern European, like classical Eastern European. It almost sounded like some older classical, like Russian music. And if you think geographically, when you're kind of taking the South Asian music and you're taking the European kind of orchestration sound, or classical European sound, and you're kind of meeting it in the middle, you kind of arrive at like that part, like Eastern Europe and Russia, which I think is quite interesting how those sounds blend together and how that kind of works. I don't know though. It's just kind of my interpretation of it. I'm not saying that's true because I don't know for sure. But that's kind of how I heard it at least. But we'll play it to the end now. We'll play it to the end. Oh. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that ending was really, really cool. I like how it kind of at the start of it kind of let it drop back down again and kind of started the main motif again and built upon it. Also, the percussion in that, you can tell it's, obviously there's hand drums and things like that, but you could tell it sounds like they're doing percussion on their body and stuff like that, and it sounds like they've got like chains and things on and rings, so you're kind of getting that bit of the metallic sound as well, which is really, really cool. I'll play a little. I'll play again. I'll play the last little bit again. So this is kind of where it's building again, going back to the motif. What we like, what we know of the song, and this is what I mean. A little metallic-y sound as well. And then with the wind instruments, as I said, that relentless melody line, that relentless push, 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 push. What done there? All right, let's go. like that hit. That's very cool. That's very cool. Wow. Is this just like a Zone song as well? Because it's nuts. It's so intricate and well designed. I'm so impressed by all of it, all of this music, really. It sounds really cool. Really, really cool. Really cool indeed. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not? What should we do next? Genshin Impact. Let me know in the comment section below as well. If you like the video, please do like it. It helps me out. Subscribe to the channel as well, especially if you like, you know, Genshin Impact stuff. Please let me know. Also, follow my Twitch as well, and also follow my TikTok too. If that's stuff that you do, I'll really appreciate that. Links in the description. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I very much look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.